everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea, for those who are new here, and for those coming back, welcome back. It's August favorites time, because it's September, or at least it will be when this video goes up. And yes, I am panicking about that a lot. So I am actually refilming this first bit because when I just imported the footage, the first 12 minutes were out of focus. Yay. So this is take two. I am filming on a different camera, and so far it does look like it's better quality than mine. So I normally film on the Canon Rebel T1i, but my mom has the T3i, which is a slightly newer model. I think they're now up to like the T5i or something like that with this range. So I think her video quality is better. So we'll be testing that out. Let me know in the comments what you think. So it's the beauty favorites that I'm having to refilm. So I will go through those really quickly. Favorite number one is by Bite Beauty, and it's the Agave lip mask. It is $30 for about just a little tiny bit over half an ounce, 0.52. So it's not cheap, but a little goes a very long way. You do not need very much of this, and it's just so comfortable. I wear this at night while I'm sleeping, so I use this as a kind of overnight lip treatment. There's a reason why it's called a lip mask and not a lip balm or a lip gloss or anything like that. It is a mask. You put a decent layer, not too thick but not too thin. You want to make sure that you feel like you've got it on your lips. It's still like a tiny amount. It doesn't take much to do it. And I just noticed that I don't wake up in the middle of the night feeling like my lips are dry. The next morning I wake up and I still have a tiny bit kind of left on my lips. My lips feel comfortable throughout the morning as I'm getting ready, and by the time I go to put on like my lip color for the day, my lips are very moisturized and hydrated and ready for whatever color I put on. So I am absolutely in love with this. This was in my Sephora haul, my vlog Sephora haul, a few videos ago, and I've been using it every night since. I have other lip balms that I use throughout the day, but this has become my go-to for nighttime while I sleep, and I absolutely love it. Another mask for the face is the Origins GinZing Peel Off Mask to Refine and Refresh. This will make your pores feel amazing, and it turns your face copper, which is really fun. This was also in that vlog haul. I am really in love with this. Now you do have to be careful. There are two warnings I have. Number one, don't put it near your eyebrows. And I also don't recommend putting it towards the back part of your cheek where you have more of that peach fuzz, or it will really kind of hurt as you peel it off. You'll be ripping it off more than peeling it off. And also don't put it too close to your eyes. So I tend to do where my pores are the most visible, so like a triangle around here, on both sides, on my nose, on the middle of my chin, and then kind of above my eyebrows on this part of the forehead. And that works. You don't want to get it close to the eyes for two reasons. Number one, every time I have gotten it a little too close and on the more sensitive under eye skin, it does kind of hurt to peel it off. Two, if your eyes are sensitive, which mine are kind of sensitive, there's an ingredient in this that can kind of make your eyes water and even sting a little bit. So you do want to be careful. Because of what it's targeted to do, you don't need to get it right up under your eyes anyway. It really is more along here and on my nose and where you tend to get blackheads and whiteheads the most. So that's where I concentrate this on. You also want to make sure that you get the right thickness. You don't want it to be too thick or it'll take forever to dry and you'll waste product, but you don't want it to be too thin or it's not going to peel off nicely. It's going to more flake off and you're going to have to scrub it. So there are some kind of caveats to this, but overall it's a great product and I have been really enjoying it, and my skin just feels, my pores just feel amazing after I use this, and love it. The next beauty favorite is actually an old favorite combined with a new favorite, and it is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and that is the Fleur de Force lip gloss in Written in the Stars and the NYX Retractable lip liner in shade 06 Nude Pink. These just work so beautifully together. The lip liner is a little bit darker, so what I've noticed is if I line and completely fill in my lips, it shifts the color to like a slightly deeper color, and it's beautiful. It's great for going into fall. So it's like, if this color is the Your Lips But Better, this combined with the lip liner is Your Lips but even better than better, if that makes sense. And then another trick that I've kind of done, I'm not really into the ombre lip, but I do like creating a little bit of dimension and kind of extra fullness. And so I've noticed that if I line my lips and then only partially fill in, kind of fading it out as I get towards the center, and then I put this on, it has a really cool effect. So loving these. And then the last beauty favorite is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. What I love about it is that it's a wand, not a squeezy tube, so it really lets you control how much glue you're getting onto the lash product, the lashes. I've also noticed that in addition to giving me a little bit more control, it dries down to that great tacky level pretty quickly. Like, I feel like I'm able to apply my lashes in less than 30 seconds. And once it's on, it's on. Like, I'm wearing really thick eyelashes today. I like wearing thicker lashes when I'm wearing my glasses, and it's a glasses day, so, because I'm teaching in like an hour and a half, and then I have a ton of reading to do at Starbucks. So, wore my glasses today. I hope it's not glaring too badly. So normally I can feel these lashes. With like the other glues that I've used, I can still feel thick lashes like this. And with this glue, I don't know what it is, but they are on. And I really can't, like, I'm blinking my eyes trying to, I can kind of tell that I'm wearing false lashes, but like, there's no, I don't feel any gap where like the adhesive is not quite on, or I don't feel like an end is starting to lift off. I mean, I've only had them on for a little bit, but this is how it feels all day. I've worn lashes a few times since getting this glue, and I feel like at the end of the day when I go to peel them off, I'm really peeling them off, whereas when I've used some other different types of glue, by the end of the day my lashes are like falling off, and I don't have to peel them. I just kind of pluck them off my real lashes. I'm sold. I'm in love with it. And now we'll get back to the footage that is good and that I didn't have to refill. So now we'll go back in time. Yeah. Okay. This is weird because I don't have to end this part. I'm just gonna roll right into the next bit. So this candle. This is the New York candle, also called Beautiful Day. So Bath & Body Works is not doing the cities anymore. They might bring them back, I'm not sure. But for the season, they're not. However, Beautiful Day is apparently part of their regular lineup. This has definitely been a favorite throughout the summer. And it's got scents of sun-kissed apple mixed with a bouquet of daisies and fresh pink peonies. And I love peonies. So this is just, it's very crisp and fresh. I think that's the apples, but then you've got the slight bit of the floral with the daisies and the peonies, and it's just gorgeous. So next favorite, moving into lifestyle. Music favorite of the month, Ellie Goulding. It's the Delirium album. I have been loving it for August. It's been kind of my end of summer vacation, heading back into school, preparing for school kind of album. loving it. So great album. It's an older album. It's been out for at least a few months, longer than that I think, but definitely recommend it. Another favorite, so two books. Oh my gosh, I got to read 2 books. The first book is the first of a series, but it's The Red Queen. It's kind of a dystopian fantasy, is how I would describe it. There's the Reds, who are kind of the poor people, and the Silvers, who are the elites. And the Silvers have all these special powers. And there's a red girl who discovers that she has powers. So I don't want to say too much, but it was really interesting. It's a young adult novel. I normally don't go for YA fiction, but this one held my attention. It was pretty well written. This one was mentioned on another YouTube channel that I watched. I'd seen it in the stores, and hearing Nicole, whose channel, I'll try to link her channel below, hearing her talk about it, I thought, okay, that might be something I would like to read. I might want to look this up. So, highly recommend it. The other book is actually a play, and that's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I absolutely loved this. Disclaimer, I did not read Harry Potter growing up. I read the whole series as an adult, kind of the first year of my PhD. So I don't have the same relationship and connection to the characters and the series as people who did read each new book as it was released and kind of grew up with it and had that kind of connection. So I feel like I appreciate the films and this play in a different way because I don't compare everything. The story was really well done. I would love to see this in person because there are moments you're reading and you're just like, OMG, how do they do that on stage? I will say also, one thing to be aware of is reading a play is different from reading a book. And the trick for this is I recommend reading it in as few sittings as possible. I read this all in one afternoon. You have to keep in mind it is 2 parts. It's 4 acts, 2 parts. And when the play is done, it's done either as a matinee and then you go back and watch the evening, or you can go on 2 separate days. But either way, it's roughly 2 plays of probably about 2.5 to 3 hours runtime, possibly less than that. So you can read this in one sitting. And when I read plays and when I teach my students about reading plays, that's actually the class that I'm going to go teach later, I always tell them it's best to read the play in one sitting if you have the time to sit for a few hours. It just keeps you engaged in the world of the play. It loses some of its power. I just feel like that's how you read plays. You want to read them in one sitting when possible. So love this. Really good. Next favorite is an app. So it's the 1 Second Everyday app. I'll pull it up on my phone. So try not to reflect. So you have, I haven't filmed anything yet. So it breaks up the day by calendar, where there's a yellow square that tells you that there is video footage on your camera that you could use. And then you pick a 1 second clip to represent that day. And it's pretty cool. Each day, 1 second really is enough to kind of represent it. So I don't know, it's just really cool, and I think at the end of the semester, at the end of the year, if I do it like all of next year, I think it'll be really cool to have. So I'll try to also include like a clip first day of the fall semester.
That's what they make it at Cafe Nero.
So the last favorite is the YouTube favorite, and that's Marie and her channel and the color green. I'm just going to keep promoting channels that I love because her channel really is amazing. One of the things I really love, in addition to the great subscription box review she does, is she does a series on Mondays called Mask It Mondays. So every Monday she does a different face mask. Some are ones that you purchase, some are DIY. She has a lot of DIY. which is great. As a grad student, I can't afford to go out and buy a bunch of masks, but through her channel, I'm learning all kinds of great DIY masks using like just honey and a couple other ingredients and things that you already have in your kitchen cabinets, and learning more about what all the ingredients do. So it's been really cool to kind of get all these different ideas for masks that I can do, because as a grad student, self-care is really important, and face masks and kind of pamper nights are one of the few things that I can do. And so when I can find inexpensive DIY versions, that's amazing. So yeah, check out her channel. I will link it down below. She also just has really great videos in general. She's got an awesome personality. It's very fun and relaxing to just listen to her, and she frequently puts in amazing video footage of the area where she lives in Hawaii, and it's just, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So that's my YouTube favorite for the month. And yeah, I think that's it. Leave me your comments. Let me know what your favorites were. If you are still posting your August favorites, put a link down below. Or if you have posted one and I haven't commented on it yet, let me know in the comments so I know to go look at it. And yeah, I will see you all soon in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.